Hey, welcome to the Whiskey Edition. My name is Rob, and tonight we'll be looking through all the fabulous things I picked up over the holiday break. Gifts included, like this fabulous Griswold family Christmas hockey jersey I'm wearing. You saw the Griswold in the run up there. You're like, who's this Griswold guy? Well, it's this guy wearing the jersey. This will be good to go to hockey games that if you don't own the jersey, you'll still be the talk of the section because nobody else will have a Griswold family jersey. Anyway, a couple things I picked up behind me here. But first, one other Christmas gift I got was these Norland glasses. This is not an ad. I'm just showing you what glass I got and why I have it out. But got these for, I got these from my sister and her family, and you know, they know you well when they give you whiskey stuff, because giving you whiskey is a challenge, and we'll see about that later, but it can be a challenge when you have an extensive inventory and not to duplicate anything. So I didn't have any of these, so they're great. They're like double walled, so they're kind of double insulated. I'm going to pour tonight Uncle Nearest 777 Anniversary Blend, and I'll say why at the end of the video, but let me pour a quick glass of this and have a go. Cheers. It's very good. Hot. It's 120.3. It's got some heat on it. Got some heat on it. And it also, these glasses also come with a Norland, like wiping towel or buffing towel. So each glass has one of these. So that's kind of a nice feature to have. Keep your water spots off your glasses. So very nice. What did I pick up over the holiday? Let's start with this Weller Special Reserve. I mean, no, it's not a big deal, but when the guy has it for you and he said, well, doesn't have it for you, but has it in the inventory and says, well, would you like this? You say, yes, please, and you take it. While I was down in South Arizona in Tucson, I happened upon, I think I was just at a Safeway, and they had Russell's 10, and you've all heard the rumor going around that the certain laser code has some of this in it, Russell 15. It was left over in the tank or something, so they just stuck it in here. Well, this is the appropriate laser code. I don't think you can see it, but I'll put it up here anyway. It's LLME. This is 15. There's some color difference between the two. Seems pretty dramatic. Here is an earlier Russell 10. I found out I have a lot of Russell 10. Does it look a little darker? Maybe. And here's even an earlier one. I think I got one on. These are good, you know, if you're on a trip and you're like, I don't know what to get. Good 10-year, good value. Usually they're 40, 50 bucks. So we'll see if this one is able to stack up over a regular Russell 10. Probably not the year's #1 Russell 15. So picked that up while I was out and about at the Costco. I know this is sacrilege in the bourbon community, maybe not. Lagavulin Offerman Edition Rum Cask, Caribbean Rum Cask finish. This was on sale. I had another bottle. Thought I'd get a backup. It's open, it's good. And then a Four Roses for probably 40, 50 bucks. Can't go wrong with a single barrel Four Roses ME. Picked that up at another supermarket, and I think I was at the one where the guy gave me a list of things and he said, you can choose one. So I didn't hoard it all, but I picked up an Elmer T. Lee. Bring back, have that as a backup. While away for a few weeks, I was in contact with my pusher, also known as Nancy, my sommelier of whiskey down the street, and she had given me a sample of Waddy Boone & Son 1776 small batch. And this is a cherry bomb. It's right up my address. So it's funny. She held she held this for me, which was nice. She held me another bottle, Smoke Eye Hill, which was great. While I was also in Tucson, see that in a minute, I was looking through the inventory of another liquor store, and they had both of those, and they would have been less and lower tax. And I had already committed to her to buying them. I said, hold it for me, I'll buy it. Even though it was going to be more money, that's the way you keep it. I think, personally, that is the way you keep a relationship with a store or a liquor store. Is if you say you're going to buy it, and there's several examples over here, you'll see that in the run-up later. You stick by that and you'll be able to get some better bottles. If you're always flaking on and say, I guess I don't want that, they're not going to think of you the next time when they come up with something, I feel. And to that, Stag, not Junior, 24Cs, a couple of these, I forgot. One came from the store down the street, and the other one, I forgot where it came from, another store down the street. So that was a great pickup. I thought having that relationship and being able to come back and say, did you keep it for me? And she goes, your name is right on it. So that was great. I picked up at Sam's Liquor in Scottsdale, Arizona, another kosher rye Buffalo Trace. And he had this, oh, it is 80 bucks, I guessed right. 80 bucks plus some tax. Around here, these are quite a bit more and hard to find if you find them at all. So that was good. And I got another Buffalo Trace store pick they had. This was like a drive-through where their major business is at the window, not people coming in, especially when everything else on the shelf is quite a bit more marked up and on like a secondary almost. This, maybe I just lucked out and this one wasn't. Obviously it wasn't. Where they don't mark up to secondary down in Tucson is my favorite little store out in the middle of nowhere by the airport. Neil, he's a good guy. He had some, he's gotten to know me even though I'm not down there very often, but you know, nice and communicative, and you know, have some conversation rather than just walk in and said, hey, you got this? And he says, well, I may have something for you back here. And he pulls out the E.H. Taylor barrel proof. Yes, please, I'll take that all day. For 120 bucks, definitely all day. Up here, $500. And with that, he says, well, I may have I may have another bottle coming in for you, so check back. And so got up to that end of town, checked back, and he had Blanton's Gold, a couple $100. Hard to find up here at anywhere around that. I think the first bottle I bought of this was a lot more than that, but it was to help keep that relationship with that liquor store. Because I don't, shockingly, I don't imbibe that much. I'm kind of a social drinker here and there. I'm a purchaser, and I'm not going in every day and buying a fifth or a 750 of, you know, Jack or whatever, Fireball on a daily basis. So I'm going in and trying to find, you know, bottles that are interesting to me and may have some, what is this letter? Looks like an L. They had the letters on the golds too. And may have, you know, some backstory to them that's going to make interesting and also be good. So I was able to pick up those two from him, and I also bought another bottle that's, I think it's down this row, which you'll see. So I'm preparing for the Minic 100, and my plan was get the list, which he just put out, see what I have on that list, and then in one day go and do a hunt for all of the ones I don't have on that list and I don't have personally. So one day, not two, not spaced it out. Well, that didn't happen. So yeah, that did not happen. And I have filled in more of that list just like I did last year, and it was excessively expensive. And I think I'm I think I'm done. I think I got to the point where I said I got to stop. And I had even found maybe one or two others, but they were more than I wanted to spend, and I just didn't do it. So, for example, on the list, I would not, and I'll explain this when I do the whiskey edition version of it. Like the number one is this one. I had this, so I didn't have to go find it at X hundreds of dollars. I think I saw a 13 for 400 somewhere recently. I was offered this for 400 cash, and I thought about it too long, and when I went back, it was no longer there. But he had the William LaRue Weller for $1,400. Nope. So that didn't happen. And all the Pappy and everything he had was $2,500. So he said he likes to negotiate. I'm not good at negotiating, so that's not really my bag. And so I have what I have. I didn't get the Weller Millennium at $7,500 either. Nobody had it, thank God. But that wasn't in the plan. The plan was to go out for one day, fill in the list, call it good. Well, that went off, yeah. The other thing I did get, I got two more things. One was a gift and one will be a gift. And the one that will be a gift, since it is the holiday season, is this Maker's Mark Library Edition. I have very specific ideas for this one. Hopefully I don't lose it somewhere in the house. That's usually what happens, is I put it somewhere and then I can't find it. So I'll have to figure out where to put that. And then in the gift exchange, when you're into the whole bourbon scene, you know, whether it's a whiskey glass that you don't have or a bottle of some sort that you don't have, you're either very easy to buy for or impossible. So the gift exchange, family gift exchange, Lazy River, Kentucky bourbon whiskey, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, no age statement, distilled in Kentucky, bottled Fairfield, California. I was thinking, I haven't seen this, but I don't go to Total Wine a lot. I go there occasionally, and of course they've got a bajillion things. So I'll have to look and see if this came from Total Wine, which is fine. I'll try it, and I'm sure it's a Barton, probably very good. So why was I specific about this bottle of Uncle Nearest 777 Anniversary Blend? When you get to know people at the liquor stores and their absence is obvious, and you say, hey, how's it going? And they're like, well, not so great. And you know, you don't want to pry, and you just, well, what's going on? Well, the guy who recommended this bottle to me passed away over the holiday. And Jeb was a very good guy, and weren't a lot of details, but he just got very sick and passed away. And when you get to know people at your favorite stores, and they're in your life, and for them to be gone that quickly is tough, and it's sad, because they're there to help and to make your life better, and hopefully, you know, be a part of your life. And for the brief minute that he was a part of mine, I really appreciate it, and you know, and all the laughs and good times we had in the few that we did have when I would be down there. You know, when you walk in and they know you by name, it's tough when they're no longer around. So, cheers to Jeb and everybody at the West Seattle Liquor and Wine. I know it's tough, and didn't want to end this on a sad note, but it's also a happy note because everybody else is fine and moving forward, and looking forward to the year ahead. And cheers to Jeb, and like, share. It's pretty bad to stick this like, share, subscribe after that. What a jerk. Again, here's to him, and everybody have a great year. Thanks for watching.